Hey guys, so before we start the video, I brought this saw in a kit. I spent about $2,000 and I brought a big multi-tool AEG kit. I'm doing this video on this particular tool because this tool relates a lot to outdoors, camping, four-wheel driving, and obviously you can use it for home use. But I thought some of you guys looking at going to a battery chainsaw may find this helpful. Not a lot of AEG videos that I've seen, and some videos you see online are questionable whether they're paid to promote an item. This one I'm not. Wish I was, because yeah, I mean, I would have loved a couple of $1,000s worth of tools for free. Who wouldn't, eh? Anyway, this is all brought and paid for, so all my opinions in this that are my own, and they are what they are. That's just my opinion and my experience. Maybe you'll have a different experience and opinion if you've used this product. I'm just sharing mine. Alright, hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, ring that bell, ding dong, get your notifications. We plan on having a lot more content going forward, and hope you enjoy the videos. Straightforward, down to earth, no BS videos like you see around the traps these days. Alright, let's do it. A bit right, isn't it? There you go. Bit of a demo. This is rotten in the middle, but this isn't, and it's still colour that. Look at that, not bad for AEG 18 volt. It's got a 6 amp hour battery in it at the moment. Ripper little camping saw. Bit of bar oil in, battery, and yeah, off you go. What a great little saw. Very impressed with it. Very nice cutting, and yeah, just cut through this. Bit of hardwood, so well, not hard in the middle, it's rotten, but yeah, very impressed. Okay, so here's the saw. So this sounds like a saw. So we're going to do a saw. So I'm going to do saws. So all this stuff here, I'm going to show you these saws. I recommend I do a saws. And if you want to do a right route, if you like to take, it's got to do something before, because that saws can take hours if you're not used to it. So anyway, just clean this up. $18 AEG chainsaw. It's got a 12-inch bar, or for the new school tech, 300mm. Now, it has just an 18-volt battery. It doesn't have two 18 volts, it doesn't have 58 volt like the bigger versions. It's just a simple 18-volt battery. The ones I'm using, this is a brushless tool. When I'm using their newer range, which suits the tools, is their Force 6 amp hour battery. That's the one I normally run one of these in the saw. It's pretty straightforward. There's an oil tank and a battery. Battery goes in, you cut wood pretty much, eh? So when you first buy the saw though, I do recommend taking off the bar cover, checking your chain tension. Even if you want to pull your bar cover off, make sure everything's correct under there. I'd recommend that with any saw, even if it was a Stihl or a Husqvarna or whatever. I always recommend checking stuff like that, because sometimes things may have moved during transport or whatever it is. It has a chain brake like any other chainsaw, and it works well. It has a safety engage button here for the trigger. So you've got to hold that in and then pull this trigger here to make it go. Now it won't go at the moment because the chain brake's on. So if it's not going when you try to use your saw, your chain brake's probably on. So chain tensioner, I haven't been able to locate a chain oiler. That said, I haven't read the user manual for it either. So if you know if it has one, comment below. Cool thing is they come with a tool. Now clearly there's no spark plugs in this. It has this tool for the bar nuts and chain tensioning, pretty much, you know. They don't want you touching any other stuff generally because the rest of the torque security bits, so it's a different bit. But so your flathead screwdriver bit and your bar nut tool will do your needs. It also has this ring on the back. This is obviously if you're climbing up ladders, trees or whatever, you can hook it off a harness or your belt or a rope to dangle it out of a tree or off a ladder or whatever you want to do when you're doing a bit of home pruning or whatever. That's really handy. Now the chainsaw and the ergonomics of it, I think is just fantastic. It's a really well balanced saw in my opinion. It's not too heavy. It's the weights I'll put on the screen below here or in the description, whatever I end up doing. But you can find all the specifications on their website and also from the big green warehouse where I got mine from. There's not much really more to know about it except it works really well in my opinion, and this battery lasts a hell of a lot longer than what you think it would. You could probably cut close to a water level of a 6x4 trailer nearly of wood in around this dimension. It was nice, you know, nice wood. If it's really hard, really mongrel knotty wood, it mightn't last as long, the battery. But yeah, I've cut a fair bit of wood with this so far, and I've only you know, put a couple of batteries through it, and we've cut a fair chunk of wood with it. Chain's going alright so far still as well, and it seems to just eat through it for what it is. It's only a pruning size saw. It's not a big saw, so it's not going to cut down, you know, a winter season's full of wood. It won't do that off one battery. You could do it if you wanted to, but you'll probably go through a couple of batteries, but that's okay. You can just charge them up and use them. It's probably not quite rated for that kind of thing, but I think it's more focused that you're tradey kind of thing, or, you know, fencer if you're doing a few fences and you're cutting fence posts and that with them and whatever. But this is my go-to tool now for when we go full driving, camping and all that kind of stuff. I used to have a bit bigger saw. Not when I say a bit, I do only mean a bit. I just had this Echo, what is this? This is a CS310ES. This is a Ripper saw. This is 14 inch. You can see it's had a bit more bar work, it's been dressed and stuff, and it's had a bit more use. This is a Ripper saw as well. If you're in for a small petrol 2-stroke saw, definitely check out these Echo ones. 5-year home use warranty, 3-year commercial warranty. They're a brilliant saw for the size, probably best value money saw for the size, and yeah, check them out if you want. Yeah, so I think this is going to suit me to a T. It's a bit shorter than the other saw. It's let's have a look at the weights here. Probably about the same weight, to be honest. If not, maybe a smidge heavier. They're not the lightest saw in the world, but you don't want them too light either. So there we go. I recommend this saw if you're looking at a saw to buy for camping and full driving or just around home. This would be definitely worth considering. Throw it in the mix with the other saws like your Ryobis, Makita, and then you got your other Milwaukee, Dewalt, I guess. I think pretty sure everyone's only got a chainsaw these days. Even still, and that's doing chainsaws. I'm not sure of all the price ranges on those other ones. This one I'm pretty sure is around the $400 to $500 mark. It's definitely under $500. I'm thinking it's around $400 from your local green warehouse, and I think it represents great value for money. Now when I say that price, it's battery and a charger with it. So I think it's like $100 more to get a battery and a charger with it. Like, yeah, it's a good deal, I think. But yeah, I got this part of me kit with all my other tools, so I think this would suit the full driver, the home handyman. It would definitely fit those requirements. Whether you want to buy this one or you want to buy a different brand, that's up to you. All I'm saying is from my experience, and this is the only battery saw I've used, so I'm not saying that other saws are not better or not worse. I'm just saying this saw, coming from straight from a quality small petrol saw into this, and I've used steel and Husqvarna saws and that as well in the past, or two-stroke ones, and some big saws. For the size of it, this is one of the best saws I've used, especially for a small saw. It's an absolute ripper, and it keeps up with small saws, even probably some of the small petrol ones, I think, just about, in terms of the speed of cutting through the wood. So, but pruning chain, so small chunks of wood, slower cutting than a big saw and a big, you know, it's no bloody 30-inch, you know, 880 Magnum, you know, with a bloody rip chain on it or something. So it's just a small compact one for home use and a bit of full driving, and I reckon it really fits the bill. They've really nailed the brief on this, I think, AEG. So hats off to you guys. She's a ripper saw, and go check them out when you're shopping for a battery saw. Don't be put off just by having an 18-volt battery. Some have bigger batteries than that, or double batteries. This packs a bit of punch, and you've probably seen in some of the videos or before or after this one here. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the cowbell to make me moo, and we'll see you in the next one. Good on you, eh? Hey, Roo.